It's Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day. And I don't want to talk about Mother's Day today, but I do want to talk about the U.S. and the situation in a particular area of our government, and it's immigration. And it would be very nice if we could get one thing done that made sense to the people of the United States. Something that didn't take a long time. Something that when you pointed at it would say, you know, that is a really great idea. And my idea deals with the 200,000 people that are on the verge of being deported in the United States because they came to this country with their parents who had visas, and they have lived their whole life. Some of them came here when they were just months old. Some of them that came here when they were just a few years old. But meanwhile, they have stayed in the United States for 15 or 20 years. And now they are approaching the age of 21. And we're getting prepared to throw these people out of the country. 200,000 people, many of whom are college educated, and not just college educated, but college educated in technical skills that we desperately need in this country. So why? Why is it so difficult for our government to not take a look and make one statement, just one statement? Let's keep these people. Let's change the rules for these people. They've been in the country for 20, 15 years, some long period of time. They've grown up here. They've been educated. They've gone to good schools. They've gone to good colleges. They are about to put themselves out into the world professionally with expertise that we desperately need, and we are going to deport them because of the way the immigration laws are written. This is a disgrace. It's a disgrace in many ways because those laws were written years and years and years ago. And we have a terrible problem with immigration. And I'm not dealing with the difficulties that are at the border. Those are very difficult situations. But this is not a difficult situation. This is a situation where these people have been here. Yes, they are not technically citizens, but they have been here. They have caused no trouble. They have contributed to the greatness of this country in one way, shape, or form. So there's 200,000 of them, and they're here already. Why do we want to deport them? Why? Why can't we give them visas, give them the opportunity to be citizens quickly? Why should they even have to wait the traditional 5 years to become a citizen? Their life in this country has been excellent. And if their life already has been excellent in this country, there's no reason not to create a law that says these people can be citizens. So I say to you, with all the turmoil and everything else that is going on in this country, we need to show our people in this country that we can do something correctly, that we can do the right thing for the right people. And just because they weren't born in this country as a citizen isn't the only criteria that you can use to make somebody an upstanding citizen for life in this country. Why can't we change the law quickly? Quickly, why? Is it a problem because many of these kids came from China or India? Is it a color issue? Or is it just an issue that we want to remain what we are? Stubborn, unable to do anything correctly, taking years and years and years to get something done that's important? Some of these things are ridiculous that we are holding on to. And this is perfect example of how poorly we are executing our rights in this country. These children who grew up here and lived fine, upstanding lives are not being treated properly. They are just not being treated properly. They're entitled. They're entitled to contribute to this country which they consider their home. None of these kids want to leave. They are fighting to stay here. They are searching for visas and everything. And yet, we want to throw them out. We have spent a fortune educating, taking care that these people grow up correctly. And their parents have been good people too. Their parents haven't come here illegally. Their parents have come here on visas to work and help our country grow. These are people who came in under the H-1B program years ago, when we couldn't find technicians and other persons to do important jobs in this country. And so now, because they've reached the age of 21, we want to throw them out of the country? How crazy is that? What country in the world would want to get rid of people with education and people with brains? Now, I'm not saying that every one of these people is college educated. I'm not saying that, but many of them are, because they came here because their parents were skilled in some profession or other. These people were not let into this country to be maids and janitors and things like that. Not that there's anything wrong with those jobs, but these people are being persecuted for no reason at all. Persecuted because they were good citizens and they stayed here. And I tell you, that's wrong. And it would be an uplifting thing for the people in this country right now to see us doing a good deed for these DACA children. And so I say it's time to get our head out of the sand. It's time to move on these people who are about to be deported. It's time to change the laws associated with that. And maybe it's just one sentence. If you have lived here for X number of years and you have been a good citizen and you are whatever else we need to have, you can stay. It's a simple thing in my mind to change the law. So I will leave you with that this morning. And I think it's an appropriate topic for a Mother's Day. Would be wonderful for the mothers of these kids to see that they are going to be safe, be a contribution to the country where they grew up in. Leave you with that thought. Bye.